Hello viewers, welcome to Pathology Discussion Forum, and in this vlog today I'll be talking about the absorption of iron. So before going into this vlog, let me tell you that iron is present in foods in two forms. The first and the most important form, that is the heme form, and another form, that is the non-heme iron. The heme iron that is easily absorbed in the intestinal mucosa by one transporter that is known as the heme transporter, and the non-heme form that is absorbed by the intestinal mucosa with the help of one transporter molecule that is known as divalent metal transporter molecule, and that is located on the apical surface of enterocytes. Now, the iron that is present within the gut lumen in the ferric form, that means in Fe3+ form, that has to be converted to ferrous form, and for that there is one molecule that is known as cytochrome B that converts this ferric form into a ferrous form. And now this ferrous form that is easily transported within these enterocytes with the help of divalent metal transporter, and after entering the enterocytes, this ferrous iron, this can either be converted into ferritin and stored in this cell, or it can go beyond the enterocyte and enter into the circulation. If there is an excess of iron in body, then it is mainly converted into the ferritin form, and if there is a requirement for iron for hematopoiesis, then it crosses the basolateral side of the enterocytes, and here it is transported with the help of a protein that is known as ferroprotein, and this ferroprotein is negatively controlled by hepcidin. This is another molecule, this is secreted by liver, and in case of inflammation or any infection, if there is a rise in the level of interleukin 6, then there is more production of hepcidin, and this will block the transport of iron from the enterocyte into the blood circulation, and this is one of the negative control of iron absorption. After entering or after crossing the enterocytes, these ferrous iron, this will again be converted into ferric form with another molecule that is known as hepcidin, and after converting into the ferric form, it will get attached with transferrin in plasma and will be transported to the erythroid marrow for erythropoiesis. So, the iron that is present within the gut lumen in non-heme form, that is mainly in ferric form, and it is converted into ferrous with the help of cytochrome B, and after converting into ferrous form, it is transported with the help of divalent metal transporter into the enterocyte, and when there is an excess of iron in body, then it is converted into ferritin and stored in the enterocytes, and when there is requirement for iron for erythropoiesis, then it is to be transported to the plasma, and here the transport across the basolateral membrane is by ferroprotein, and this ferroprotein is negatively regulated by hepcidin that is produced in liver in excess amount during inflammation. So In case of inflammation, there will be more hepcidin and it will degrade the ferroprotein, and there will be less absorption of iron, and this will lead to anemia of inflammation or anemia during infection. So this is the process of iron absorption into our body. This is for today. You are watching Pathology Discussion Forum, and if you are not subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe. And you can also watch, there are a lot of videos regarding various topics in pathology or medicine. You can also watch them, and you can also share these videos in various social media. Thank you.